Sacred sexuality fuels manifestation.
Your hidden superpower.
For couples rising as creators, not just lovers.
Welcome to this mini masterclass. My name is Sasha.
My name's Jonathan, and today we're going to unpack a common belief around sacred sexuality. What we discovered after surveying hundreds of couples is this common belief that sex is just for pleasure and stress relief.
But the truth is that when intimacy stays surface level, energy actually gets wasted.
Yeah, you actually miss the opportunity, the chance to channel sexual energy into creativity, health, and manifestation.
So we are regenerative leaders and intimacy mentors with 20 plus years of combined experience in healing, embodiment, and holistic lifestyle.
Yeah, we've worked with thousands worldwide, and now we really are just focused on mentoring leaders and couples and rising in love.
We also lived outside of conventional society for 5 full years, where we fully committed to our healing and awakening journey. And because of that perspective, we are now talking about intimacy, safety, embodiment, and true health.
Yeah, this really gave us a really unique perspective, living pretty much in a spiritual bubble in the South Pacific coast of Costa Rica, where we were totally, no watching movies or violence or really no advertisements, just pretty much surround ourselves with others on a similar path and just really committed to this journey of just peeling back layers of societal and ancestral conditioning that really allow us to know who we are and why we're here. And this is actually where Sasha and I met. Yeah.
Yes, and we also spent 2.5 years traveling the world nomadically, and the photo that you see here is actually us at on the Canary Islands in Tenerife at the top of Mount Teide.
And we had quite an adventure, after being in Costa Rica for 5 years and then choosing to leave right after getting married. It was like really an initiation in embodied resilience. And it just reminded us how much pain and suffering there is in the world and how disconnected people are from themselves, each other, and nature, from their sexuality, and how
unhealthy sexuality has gotten since even the 5 years that we were away.
Yeah, and it's something I've been working on since 2012, when I chose to stop watching pornography and really start practicing sexual kung fu as a way to start using that sexual energy for my own healing and empowering awakening, which actually led me to eventually moving to Costa Rica.
And on those travels, we did, reintegrate back into society, brought the wisdom back into real life. And this is what we are presenting to you today.
Yeah. So some facts. Sexual energy is life force energy. It's also creative energy. It's all the same thing. And studies show that sex boosts creativity, resilience, and relational bonding.
And sacred sexuality practices have actually been used for millenniums to manifest abundance, health, vitality. And you can think of places like India or Egypt. In fact, we have a picture from those places.
Yeah, so I remember my travels to India and coming across temples that were actually just covered in depictions of basically men and women coming together in different sexual positions and that, and much to the embarrassment of the Indian population, because
current, not in the
past. Yeah, but it really was part of the culture in the past, in many cultures actually, and it's been very much repressed and perverted in our current age.
Yeah, used against the people.
Yeah, and
unfortunately.
Yeah, a lot of these practices, ancient practices, have actually been really safely guarded, in the past because of the power they can give and provide people, and now we live in the age of information where it's all readily available. It just comes down to, when you're really truly ready and you have the integrity, the information becomes available.
But also the power in the wrong hands can be not a good thing. So there is a reason why this information has been guarded in the past.
Yeah.
But now the consciousness is high enough for people like yourself to use it wisely and to use it with consciousness.
Yeah. So we were really initiated quite spontaneously into sacred sexuality. I was already practicing sacred sexuality with myself in terms of really honoring the inner union between the sacred masculine and sacred feminine energies within, and using that energy for my own healing, empowerment, and awakening. It was really what catalyzed me to the point where I was able to sell everything I had in Canada and make the big, bold move to Costa Rica.
And for me, a year prior to meeting Jonathan, I already had some issues when it comes to sexuality, where I stopped feeling sexual pleasure despite being a very sexual person and, loving the act. And when we came together, it became very apparent why that happened to me. And this is also a big part of our dharma, to actually use our personal stories to then bring them forward to people like yourself, that so that you can benefit from our stories and hopefully don't have to go through your own challenges with it.
Yeah, as we were able to peel back the layers and essentially resensitize ourselves, we were able to use this energy to manifest epic homes and where we're staying, or at different places around the world, high-end clients, a New Earth wedding, which was absolutely magical and really the climax of our whole experience in Costa Rica, and so much ease and flow in our travels and just in different places. And this was all through the energy we cultivated and directed through sacred sexuality.
And I even healed my chronic gut issues by using that energy that I've had for years. I've healed anxiety, healed pretty much my whole body through the power of sacred sexuality. So there's so much there for all of us.
So these are some pictures of us just facilitating in different places around the world.
And these are some of the homes that we were able to magically manifest. Yeah, and then the photo below is where we are right now, which is in the middle of Victoria, BC. We walk right out to the golf course. It's pretty epic.
Yeah, and it came to us with such ease and grace.
It came to us.
It came to us, exactly. Yeah.
And these are some of the amazing people that we've had the privilege and honor to work with. And below the photo is Jonathan facilitating at the Sound and Silence right before COVID happened, which was probably over 100 people just for that one workshop. And also, if you are curious, Google The Legend of Jonathan McCall. It's a really beautiful piece of testimonial.
It's been such an honor to work with these individuals who are really going out there and putting themselves out there and creating big waves themselves.
So what is the new approach?
So it's understanding intimacy as an engine for your purpose, health, and dreams. And
sacred sexuality equals channeling energy into creation, not just release.
For you men out there, it starts with learning how to retain your ejaculation. It's called semen retention. And think about how many times and how many men are out there right now just giving their power away through each time they we'll dive into that in future conversations. But really understand that conscious entrepreneurs and power couples and regenerative leaders, they know this. They've been using this energy, for their own manifestation, for their own healing, and for their own sacred purpose to really have the impact that they came here to have.
And this is what we're inviting you into as well.
Yeah, and it's available to everyone who's truly ready to really step into a new level of integrity with themselves and with each other.
So what are the benefits of exploring sacred sexuality against conventional sex?
Well, take this moment just to maybe close your eyes and just imagine sex that energizes your whole life as opposed to depleting you, which often does when we let that energy go. Yeah.
Imagine your relationship becoming a portal for abundance, healing, and impact.
Yeah, a desire that fuels leadership in all your creations.
So let's feel into this possibility deeper. Your intimacy actually fueling everything you love about life.
For your love and relationships, with your health, your prosperity, just cultivating more beauty in your life and really making you magnetic to all that you desire.
So what is the new way?
Well, the secret isn't in, complicated tantric rituals.
It starts with the basics: communication and capacity. This is why we created Fruit to Rise. our couple's journey to learn our foundational practice for intimacy.
Yeah, allowing you to cultivate amazing communication, emotional safety, deep trust, and amazing lovemaking.
The kind that we're talking about here in this presentation.
Yes.
So this is feedback that we got from Root to Rise from just our first session, which basically, the question asks, how has the session impacted your connection with your partner? And here we see it says greatly. After a quick break, we did our first real check-in, and even though we went off script several times, it went really well. We really connected and both felt safe and were honest and vulnerable with each other. A lot came up, but we both felt seen and heard, and I think it lasted well over an hour, followed by amazing sex. Big win for us as a couple.
Yeah, especially this couple have been together for nearly 14 years, and they had a lot to unpack, but even just this first session, they were able to really release so much, where it really allowed for so much energy to be liberated that it resulted in them deeply connecting.
So imagine being introduced to sacred sexuality in its purest form in a deeper format. So in our Root to Rise, we provide Sacred Sexuality Part 1 and Part 2 full masterclasses, where we share our story a lot deeper, and we go into actually giving you a roadmap how you yourself can start this journey, as well as answer like a lot of Q&As from I don't know how many hundreds of people that came to these masterclasses.
Yeah, these are really powerful transmissions that we were originally offering to purchase, but we realized that we need to actually hold on to this and kind of gatekeep them a bit, and really only offer them to those who are in our mentorships or part of Root to Rise,
because people have to be ready, and we want them to really honor this path and hold it in deep reverence.
Yeah.
Also imagine feeling fully met and deeply seen, as well as safe in each other's arms, even in the busiest seasons of your life.
So let's be clear. This is for you if you are ready to see yourself as a creator, not just a lover.
And you're ready to heal on every level, addressing overwhelm, disconnection, and burnout.
Yeah, where every intimate moment becomes a beautiful and deeply nourishing building block for the life you're here to live.
Ready to rise in love? If so, join the next Root to Rise cohort. All the details are in the description.
As well as a link to get on a discovery call if you're more interested in a private mentorship with us that would allow for a more tailored journey. Also, be sure to subscribe and share with anyone in your network, those couples that you feel could really resonate with this. And yeah, we really are excited to build a community of power couples. These are the individuals that we want to surround ourselves with, who are also interested in, like raising evolved children and
using their love to inspire the rest of humanity.
Yeah.
And please leave a comment on what insights have you received as a result of this mini masterclass, and
any questions you might have.
Thank you for your time. We'll see you next time.
Stay tuned.
Take care.
Much love.